Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome to this video. So feels like we're at a dead end now. The household balance sheet, nowhere to go. So what's going to happen about this? Please smash that like button and let's get into this. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back. First of all, I just want to thank all the new subscribers to the channel. It is great to have you here. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to serve you in these videos. Now, the thing is, we are at a turning point, in a sense, I think, where inflation is just so rampant now that it's really starting to show on the household spending and also on what is happening with people psychologically. Now, here's a really interesting story for you. Basically, I was talking to this lady at the grocery store when we were at the grocery store. And the thing is, if you ever want to get people to tell you something or get people to, or just gather information, what you have to do with people is you have to speak to them. You have to obviously be that outgoing type of personality, but you need to throw out like a little tidbit or throw out a leash or whatever you want to call it. It's really bad what I'm trying to say, but you want to throw that out there and then see if they bite. So throw the line out, see if they bite. And that's exactly what I did. I said, you know, it is crazy, isn't it? The amount food prices are going up. And she said, yeah, you know, a lot of people are talking about that. and then I knew, oh man, she's really probably going to tell me something. And I didn't want to actually, that wasn't what the main information that I was trying to get from her. I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if loads of people had their card declined. And she said, you know what? It's funny you should mention that, because actually a lot of people are having their cards declined. And I said, really? And I was acting surprised, but I was expecting this. And she was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, way more than we've ever had before. Like, it's really noticeable, the amount of people, their credit card gets declined. And I was like, wow, that is, you know, just telling you guys, people have run up the debt. They're on the edge. The maximum amount of debt that they can take out on those cards are overdrawn or whatever. People are struggling. They're at the end of their tether. Social unrest is one thing that we can definitely expect moving forward, because when you get this type of thing happen, rampant inflation, people not being able to put on the heating, people not being able to afford food, like, that is really bad, guys. It's really bad because it's a fundamental need that people have. So with that being said, you can expect that people are going to get very divisive. People are going to get very frustrated, and you're going to see a lot more anger, especially if you work in a customer facing role. And I'm sorry for that, but just treat people a little bit differently right now, because everybody is going through a rough time. Most people haven't prepared for what is coming, and they're scared. And they're scared either consciously or subconsciously, but it doesn't matter. They're scared nevertheless that in a year's time, if this continues, they won't be able to put the heating on, they'll lose their home, and that's exactly what's going to happen, unfortunately. As I've been warning for a great period of time now, is that this is just beginning. It hasn't even started. The collateral damage from all of this extra credit that has been created, we haven't even seen it yet. And people, if you remember, in 2020 were moving outside the cities. They were buying big houses. And a lot of people were overstretching themselves. They were buying that bigger house because they wanted that extra room for a home office. Well, how are those people making out right now? You know, big businesses are calling people back to the office right now. It's over for those people. They're not going to, even if they commute, they're going to be spending so much in gas right now. They are absolutely screwed. They made the complete wrong decision. And why did they do that? Emotions, as I've told everybody on here time and time again. And we all suffer to our emotions from time to time. Don't get me wrong. We're all not geniuses, but when it's emotional like that and it's so obvious, you would think that people would think about it a bit more, but they didn't. And now they're paying massive energy bills as well. So those people are on the edge, to say the least. And that's why I said these places like Windsor, Cambridge, Barrie, Niagara Falls, like Vancouver Island, all these places which have seen housing prices essentially double, all these people flood in, all this cash flood in from other cities, they're going to be, those are the people who are getting decimated. And right now, I believe we're at the end, because I saw that 𝒕𝒐𝒍𝒅𝒆𝒏, who's a journalist, he's essentially a realtor / journalist, and he was pumping up Calgary. Calgary's right here. And I said, okay, this is the end now. Because when people move to the riskiest city, because they're trying to find some sort of deal, because they realize that essentially everything's screwed. So they're just treating everything like stock prices now. Oh, the lower the stock price, the less risk I'm taking on. It doesn't work like that. So they just get driven into the riskiest markets. And obviously, Calgary is a very risky market, high unemployment like Toronto. Don't get me wrong, like the city is fairly nice here, apart from the weather, which is just absolutely just terrible here. It's always cold, even in the summer. But anyway, don't get me started on that. But the thing is, guys, when people start to move into the riskiest places, that's when you realize we're at the end. So I really think that we're at the end. You know, if the dumb money is always the last to arrive to the show. And that's exactly what I believe we're having happening right now. So anyway, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, say hello to somebody, ask somebody how they are, seriously. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, guys. Bye-bye.